I just jumped to spectate, so I'm not taking a spot on a team.
Tino should invite
Just do another one. It'll be fine. We'll wait until we got like.
Well, here we are. Watching Tino, watching Fen, watching Gingy. Let's watch Tino for a while. Let's watch the man of the hour. Let's watch Tino at BadWiid for a little bit, Samantha. Let's see how he does. Back in the middle. He stops it from coming down his end. Not quite an accurate hit, but a good block. It's right over his head. This is a difficult one. He jumps in vain. It's all on his teammates now, and thankfully they do the work. He watches a car go burning across, knocking it sideways. No, none of the goals are on the side of the arena. I would like to point out here. Oh no! Fox takes it right over Tino's head. You hate to see it happen. Someone call Tino. He's got to be crying now. Fuck. 7 goals they have to get within 30 seconds. That's a goal about, no, okay, 8 goals in about 25 seconds. That means a goal every 3 seconds just to tie. If you could do more boring ear and while doing that commentator's voice, it would be authentic. Jazzmouse is dominant.
10 seconds for 1 goal. If we don't get double digits, we don't win.
Okay, they've got it in their end. They've got to get it out of here and make 10 goals in 3 seconds. That's a goal every 0.3 seconds. Tino's making a valiant effort, but the ball's over his head now. The last second is lasting for a while. No! Orange takes it. Tino's dreams are shattered. He'll never play professionally.
Before I leave, Tino's been having a really hard time recently, so if you can just let him, like, you can let us walk, like, the next 10 or 11 games, that'd be sweet. Raxby, you can be like, oh, you've obviously gotten a lot better, and I know because I'm a pro.
I believe Hydro is restreaming us and doing professional commentary over the top.
Oh, hell yeah!
Or he might be in spectator mode now that we've got the room.
So what you're saying is there's a version of this that doesn't have us and has Hydro on it? What? Fuck!
Oh fuck, I'm gonna go and join that one.
Yeah, I might watch him.
Currently it's 3-4, so the BadWieners are at a bit of a disadvantage, but I think they can overcome that. Sure, it's down in the blue area right now. Sure, they've lost every match they've played so far, but this is when they're going to turn it around. They've lulled their opponent to a false sense of security. They've warmed their cars up. Their engines are hot and ready to go. Tino's going at this as slowly as possible and noses it up into the stratosphere, but turns into a beautiful pass to himself that's immediately returned before getting to the orange side of the arena. Is it set up? It's perfectly set up for Fox! Tino is already sobbing inside of his car. Only a minute remaining, but there's still double blue team score. Raxby picks up a little boost because he's feeling pretty confident right now. Why does he need to be involved with the ball? Jazzmouse scores on his own, and Raxby was right to go and just pick up some boost rather than be down there cluttering that side of the arena. Raxby boosts in with a showy flip. Disgusting! A disgusting shot, a shameful shot, a horrific goal scored upon the blue team. They're gonna go to bed tonight with that goal seared into the back of their eyeballs. Terrifying, terrible, tyrannical. It happens again! Oh my god, it barely does it. I called it too soon. I'm not a professional, no one is paying me for this, okay? I'm sorry, I'm not very good at the commentary. I just believed in Raxby too much. Is that a crime? Let me get out of the way of the score. You need to understand what you're seeing here. You're seeing a god at work here with a score of over 300. It's near the blue goal again. Fox gets another fucking... What is Fox's score? 324! I spoke too soon. This is the god of the team. Why don't they split these two up? This is just unfair. We don't have a ringer. We have a hit squad. Poor, poor BadWiid indeed.
His commentary, if it's such a crime to have faith in you, are you able to provide any comments on that?
He doesn't even understand the question. He's too focused on the kill.
If they need a fourth, I'll switch teams, give them a chance.
Know this, I will show no mercy. We've been the best 1-2 combination Rocket League seen in years, but...
Once teammates, now enemies. The sequel everyone was asking for.
America's greatest enemy, Scotland.
Let's watch Fen.
Alright, okay. Back to 18.
Fen is just admiring his own car, waiting for the match to start at the moment. Let's see how well Fen does that. How Felwen does that, excuse me. I don't think we're yet seeing Dark Fen. The bile hasn't risen, the red mist hasn't descended. We're not seeing his full power unleashed. He's really got to dig this out. They don't have any matches to their name. Orange team is just crushing them. We've got to see BadWiid's blue team, BlueWiid, dig deep and show us what they've got. And Darkfen's got to be a part of any strategy where that happens. Oh my word, nosed in by Jazzmouse. It's just, it's painful to watch happen so often, isn't it? It's painful to watch happen so often because you feel like someday they have to learn, and it keeps happening. Let's give Fen another goal. Let's give Fen another... Okay, Fen's had another chance to show us what he can do, and it didn't work out. Let's go see what Easy's doing. Let's see how Easy's playing this game. I can't find Easy. I found Easy. All right, Easy has a score of 2. No, I'm following Raxby. No, I am watching Easy. Here's Easy. It was showing me a replay, and I didn't understand that. Easy with a low flip is not going to do anything but scare the ball. And Jazzmouse sends it right in. The ball, too scared to resist going into a goal and extending play, just rolls right on in there a little too easily. Ooh, that's rough. That is rough for Team BadWiid. It's now 0-3, but there's still 3 minutes and about 30 seconds remaining, but actually 28, so it's worse than that sounds. Here goes Easy Target. Here doesn't go Easy Target. Easy Target's going back. Easy Target's going forward. Easy Target's going back, which is now forward because that's where the ball is. And they failed. They failed. They didn't even get to set it up for a shot. This is rough. That is going to go in. That is filthy. Filthy. The steep angle on that. We're done watching Easy. It's back. It's back. I need Jazzmouse. Where is Jazzmouse? We gotta see how Jazzmouse is setting up Raxby for shots like this and getting some scores of his own. Now he starts in goal. I'm gonna predict he does not stay there. Too aggressive a player. No, he hangs back a little bit. Now he's not. No, he feels it. He feels the blood pumping in his veins. That is how a car works. He's off after that ball. He wants to kill it. He wants to murder another car, knock that into the goal, and enjoy an explosion across his front bumper. The two of them are sort of circling like sharks, trying to... They can smell blood in the water. The same kind of blood that runs through their cars.
BadWiid, don't have the stream up right now, so at me here or in Discord if you need me. Sure thing, Lister. I mean, you can't hear that because
Is Lister watching Hydro as well?
Amazing.
Fox keeping it on blue side. That's beautiful. And now Jazzmouse is the hitter. Jazzmouse is lining up for the goal. Not even needed. Not even needed. Bounces right by BlueWiid's defenders and goes in. Playing like the apex predator he is. That's right. Here's him on the food chain. You know what's above him? Absolutely nothing. You know who's below him? The entirety of the BlueWiid team. I'm peeking my mic this entire time. Let's give Shoujo a try after we watch Jazzmouse. Absolutely score this. I'm calling it now. Jazzmouse is going to score this. I know usually the person on the field... What did I say? It was just too obvious. When you've seen as many games of Rocket League between these players as I've seen, you can watch this all play. It's deterministic, and Jazzmouse had to be the one that scored there. Where's Shoujo? Show me what you got, Shoujo. You have got the power. We've got a death on the field. Oh my god, Jazzmouse is down. Jazzmouse is down, and he's back. I knew he would be. The power of Christ runs through his car. She's riding the walls. She's really got a wide view of the action. She's the strategist on the team. People always say that about her. She lines it up from a long distance away. Doesn't actually end up going for it. She's relaying to her team valuable information about how to make... She makes a shot herself. You rarely see this kind of action. And sets it up perfectly off the wall for Fox to come in with help from Jazzmouse and send it into the goal. Shoujo, an invaluable part of that shot. My god. From the BlueWiid side, you hate to see it happen. From the orange challenger side, you love to see it happen. Is this going right in? Oh, thank god. We've seen too many of them. I've seen too many early deaths. It's still pretty quick. It's still pretty quick. They have families, Orange Team. Don't you understand? They have families. They've left off calling them to check how they are tonight to play Rocket League, and this is the experience you're giving them. Ruthless. Not a Ruth among you. But Blue has it surrounded. Raxby's the only one fighting against them right now. Fox with a beautiful mid-air block. It was like ballet. Or ballette. I've never been sure how that word is pronounced. Gingy, interestingly, using the car cam, which, as you can see, sometimes means the ball is completely... It's 12-0. It's 12-0. It is this many to nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is that many to this many. None. None of them. 1 second remaining for them to make 12 goals. That's a goal every 12th of a second, and the match is now over. They didn't manage it. They didn't manage it. Look, you guys might be, you know, you guys might be feeling yourself now, but Apop wants me to remind you, if this was golf, you lost terribly.
That's fair. That's fair.
So is that all right? So Brad, you wouldn't be playing. Is that okay? And
Yeah, I'll spectate with Hydra, no issues.
Brad, are you doing a secret commentary as well? Are you doing like South American football commentator?
Me? No, I'm making up histories for all of you.
Go, 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 go,
I hope
go,
you've been
go.
kind, Hydro. I hope you've been kind.
Hey, Scooter.
I have been. You've had a terrible season of injuries, and that's why your team's playing so badly.
It was Tino who injured us because we kept losing.
Gotta say something to
To
make
be
him feel
fair,
better.
I'm playing with a flat tire.
And I'm a woman driver, so I'm automatically at a disadvantage.
Me too.
Wow.
Sexist against yourself.
so
Fen capitalizes on this and brings it back, but Mr. H has been waiting. His defensive strategy is to encircle the ball, frighten it, scare it,
we'll do that.
herd it like a sheep. But unfortunately, Fen goes right under it. I don't know what to say. I've never seen play like this. Here in glorious China. Where are we? No, these look more Japanese. Here in a Japanese temple that's been rebuilt specifically for the purpose of this violent car game. Fen misses the defense. Mr. H is on the attack. It's at him versus Gingy. Gingy takes a simple defense and it pays off. It's bouncing down the orange end. It's going in. If Fen can make it happen, Fen makes up for going under it earlier. He breaks even. We don't have to love him or be ashamed of him. And it's off. Blue Weed team gets the better of that, sending it into the orange side. Jazz Mouse is flying through the air with the greatest of ease, but misses it completely. And Raxby, a new player on the blue team, brings it back up the blue end. I think he forgot who he's playing for just a second. This Raxby versus Jazz Mouse match is what we're watching here. Everybody else, fodder. Fodder. I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. So Raxby's bringing it to the other side. Mr. H is dead at Raxby's hands. He's taking absolutely no prisoners, probably because there's no space for them in this game. Where would a prisoner even sit? There aren't dugouts or anything. The back of the goal, possibly. It's the only place they might not be in the way. Jazz Mouse taking it back out of his side with his sombrero here. Carrying it over the...
Then Hydro, for the benefit of Hydro stream, he's literally commentating on a practice session. So
You might need to let him know.
I
No.
love that Hydro's doing that. It's great.
Hey, it still counts. It's scored the same way.
Wait, can we listen to the commentary whilst you play?
yeah, just bring up Hydro.
Oh, that'll be...
They have me all self-conscious now, Samantha.
Hydro.
I didn't realize it was a practice match. Deaths! Deaths on the field, and scorched grass is all that remains until respawn, which happens before I've even finished this sentence. Easy target sends it along to Jazz Mouse, unfortunately. Raxby helps Jazz Mouse make sure it goes into the goal. I think once again, I think we have a sleeper agent on the blue team. I think Raxby's taken the blue team's money and is still playing for orange. This is the strangest thing I've ever seen happen. It's an absolute scandal to avoid your team. Raxby makes good on it. We've got a big splash down that end. This goal's been sponsored by Capri Sun, I imagine. There's a really weird sort of shadowy aura around the ball. I don't know if that's my graphics or just the inherent evil of a game that shrugs off death because you can respawn moments later. We see Raxby really playing a team game here. He's trying to give it the setup, whereas Jazz Mouse comes with those flying over hooded. I was gonna say handed, but there's no hands on here.
I think that's going to be a little bit difficult.
Tino's climbing the walls and he has just need to hit the ball and get a little score. Let's see how he's doing. Yes, that's 12. 12, I'm sure he got... Is it going in? It's too high and Raxby knocks it out. 3, 2, I counted early. 1. Is it going to end 2-1? The practice round has ended with the winner, blue. Who would have believed it could happen? Some people, knowing Raxby's skill and seeing that he swapped at the start, might have guessed. I have to make them more quiet. If they're not more quiet, I'm gonna get really self-conscious about if they're talking about me. I'm having trouble taking deep enough breaths here. I'm just too into the action. It's a tie. Easy hits it first. Easy trying to clear it, and he just sends it to the other corner, but Jazz Mouse has his hands on it, except he's dead! Mr. H and Queen Shoujo work together to send it back, but Raxby and Fen work together to send it back once more. It's back and back plays. Knocked forward into Blue's territory. Orange has their chance now. Gingy's trying to mess it up. Jazz Mouse is trying to set it up. Who is that? Tino trying to mess it up. Someone else trying to set it up? No, Raxby is just trying to take a shot that time, and Jazzmouse is dead. Tino has his chance here to make a name for himself, and he passes it up. I don't know if he's going to get picked up next season. Probably going to be optioned back down to farm teams, unfortunately. Here we go. Now we've got a chance, except there it goes into the corner again. Okay, we're dicking around behind the goal for about the 9th straight minute. How long has this match been going on for? Time seems to be at a standstill. It's difficult to say. Fen is doing a K-turn. Fen is parallel parking on the wall at the moment. Is it going to end 1-0? This is Orange's last chance to tie it up. They might do it. It's going too far left. Mr. H had to straighten it out. And we're going to end this next practice match 1-0 in favor of Blue Team. Boy, this used to be the all-orange show, and Blue is coming back with 2 in a row. Is it because players have been swapped up? Yes, almost certainly is.
Like, I don't realise that you have to do a jumpy spin.
We have a direct quote here from Fen on the winning team. I'm so used to not winning, I don't realize you have to jumpy spin. I think I got that right. Once again, the practice match ends in Blue favor. Let's see if they can hold steady once the pressure's on and we've got real live matches that count for points. Here on the water stage. No, snow. That's snow and ice. I thought it looked very still. We're on a 4v3 at the moment. Blue actually is fielding more players than Orange. This is an interesting strategy. I think will work out well for them. There are some chances for shots here from the Blue team. Let's see if they're lined up for it. No, no one touches it. They're not even close. Sorry, I mean from the Orange team. It's down Blue side. I know what colors are. Too easy for Jazzmouse to take. Too easy for Jazzmouse to take all the way down to Blue. Mr. H and Jazzmouse both looking at it. It's in! Jazzmouse ties it up with less than a minute to go. 40 seconds, and I think there's a high chance of seeing some overtime unless we get one of those absolutely disgraceful, disrespectful goals right from the kickoff. It could happen. It's happened before here. Raxby all on his own here, but only Mr. H defending. No, Shoujo comes back and Jazzmouse very quickly, spending some boost to get there. Jazzmouse really spends boost liberally. He plays with anger. I like it. I love it. He's at every play, defensively, offensively. Jazzmouse. A lot of people would say with a name like that, it's about where he isn't, but it's about where he is. Did you just see? Jazzmouse was down the Blue goal, suddenly back to Orange for that beautiful defense. And we're into overtime. The next goal takes it, I imagine. I don't actually know the rules of the game. Gingy, and a little tip by Raxby. Blue takes it. They do bring what they learned out of their practice matches. What they learned was get completely different players, but they take that knowledge onto the real field and score some points in the overall tournament. The winner is Blue. It's decided. Jazzmouse sounded so straightforward. Jazzmouse sounded like a real athlete there. It was a tough match defensively. I don't know what to say. It was, you know, you wish you performed better, but sometimes that happens. We're not going to let us get down. Let it get us down. We're going to get back out there, and we're going to drive some cars into giant soccer balls. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to show you a better game next time. Now, though, can they take shots down the orange end? I say they, what I mean is Jazzmouse absolutely alone. Bring it in from the side and just nudge it a little bit in. We have a goal before 30 seconds have passed. In orange, but 3 orange players there to ready to take it out. Raxby, of course, is the one who does, and directly into a goal. It's 1-1 as 40 seconds have passed. Well under a minute and 1-1. Who are the players that matter? Raxby and Jazzmouse. So far, it's Raxby and Jazzmouse. I give everyone else a chance to show up in this match, but I don't hold out a lot of hope. Remember, they're playing for all the food that's left in the world. 1 can of SpaghettiOs. Jazzmouse takes it down. He really wants those SpaghettiOs, but so does Raxby, and it looks like Raxby has a better chance. Orange pulls into the lead. High in the air could be anyone's when it drops. Off of Braddock's hood into Raxby's hood. Raxby confirming his own goal. I don't think he even touched it again. He just wanted to sail in and enjoy that big splash like a water park. It's now 3-1, and it's looking pretty far from the SpaghettiOs for Blue Team. They may go hungry tonight. And as I said, it's the last food in the world every night. We've forgotten how to make food. This is the hellscape we live in. Shoujo and Jazzmouse making some neat circles on the wall. Tino lines up a nice slow one. And Ibuki.exe cool scout hacksers.org scores. We're seeing some team play. So apparently it takes an Ibuki.exe plus a Tino at BadWiid to equal 1 Jazzmouse. Jazzmouse is sending it. Wait, no, this is at orange goal, so that means it was less dangerous because they were the defenders. How do I keep screwing this up? Why do I think people are the same color as the goal they're trying to score on? This is not the first match. This is like the 9th. Tino gives it a soft nose in the wall to throw off Mr. H. Jazzmouse comes flying over the top. It would have been beautiful had he hit that, but he didn't, so it was ugly. He's back up the walls again, gives it a light tap to stop it from coming back to center. Tino goes right under it. It was a cute barrel roll, did nothing. It's coming down Orange's side again, but Raxby, through the skies, stops it. The Red Baron, they call him, the Raxby Baron. Jazzmouse has a chance here. He's just bouncing it off his hood. Raxby can't get in time. That was an insultingly slow goal. Insultingly. Watch, it goes off the sombrero here. Adds no speed at all. Adds no speed whatsoever. Adds nothing to that goal other than insult. Salt in the wound. 2-4. They've got a big job ahead of them here if they want those SpaghettiOs, and it's getting bigger. Ow. It hurts me to watch that happen, Blue. How can you let that? How can you let that? Anyhow, that's the last food in the world, a single can of Chef Boyardee SpaghettiOs going to the orange team, and Blue will be hungry tonight. Tomorrow's game will only be played for pride, and Blue will be a lot hungrier, so it will be harder on them.
Is that a spoiler again?
Tough.
No.
Is it? I thought it was established that...
Listen to his theme. He's not your best friend.
Seriously, man.
His theme?
The only knowledge I've got of Final Fantasy VII is Crisis Core, and in that, you are friends with Sephiroth.
Oh, shit.
So,
No, wait.
Jesus Christ, man.
But you're friends with Angie or...
Are they arguing about which Final Fantasy characters you're friends with?
Oh, I need to give Crisis Core another go.
When did that start?
Mr. H was trying to report someone as a joke and it won't let him do it on Switch.
I've now got Hydra's stream up and I'm loving this.
Should we all
Auto it.